Hi, you guys. Just a quick apology that these readings are coming out so late this month. We had a storm come through a couple months ago, and a lot of hail damage was with that storm. And now everybody's getting new roofs and new sidings, which is great. The neighborhood looking awesome, but it did cause a delay in recording. I was not idle though. I'm coming up with a couple more spreads. I'm almost done with one, and I have another one in the make. So if you are into original spread creation and just original, pure creativity over here, then go ahead and like and subscribe. And we're going to keep it all love for the rest of the month. So these are all into the eye spread about your person. So stay tuned. I'll see you in a minute. Hi, Leo. Welcome to your reading. I do have to say that whoever you came to this reading for is going through, a pretty hard time right now. When we start over here in the west with Earth, it looks like they may be moving, like physically moving, okay? Because look, this person has all their stuff packed up and they're moving. So it could be a physical moving away from a toxic situation, okay? Person, place, or thing right now in their life, okay? This also answers the question of how are they going to move towards you. They could be packing up and moving towards you, whether they're relocating closer to you or whether they're moving into you. There's so many situations out there. You guys will know what pertains to your situation. With the 8 here, 8s are all about karma, okay? So this could be somebody that's dealing out karma, whether or not they're leaving a home, right, due to actions. This is cause and effect, okay? A person, I feel like, okay, if you notice that the 3 songs that you have, and we're going to be talking about those, I didn't just ignore them. I pulled songs on you guys. One of them being the one we're going to talk about right now, which is straight in the middle, and that one is Hurt, originally done by 9 Inch Nails, but I do think that Johnny Cash did it better. So go check out those. But with this orange jacket, okay, orange talks about impulse, okay? This person can be impulsively moving away from this hill of dirt that talks about it in the song, if you guys have listened to it. And they're moving towards something else. If you cross over, okay, to the east, you have the I want. This is subconscious, okay? This talks about I want. So if we were saying over here is the physical, this is conscious. This is what is illuminated. This is boots on ground, physical 3D, crossed over to spiritual or, your soul level, okay? So on a soul level, they're also going through a 10 of Swords situation, okay? So it has 10 coming. It actually has 10 on your, we're going to be drawing this out. There's 3 10s. There's 10 here on this card, 10 here on this dice, and 10 here on this card. So it makes like a point. But back to the 10 of Swords, where this person is dealing with either thoughts, okay, because the 10 of Swords or betrayals. This is a betrayals. Usually in the deck, it's about swords. It's a person that's laying on the ground and they have 10 swords in their back. Okay, and betrayals can happen, all kinds of ways. I think this person is dealing with a lot of betrayals or healing of betrayals. Okay, you have 16 on the dice. Let me just go ahead and throw that up real quick because 16 in numerology is actually a karmic debt number. Not that this person is, I don't see any, there's no major arcana on the deck. So this person isn't necessarily, this isn't like planned, destined karma, but with this particular number, it is the inflated ego, okay? So, like, if it was a lot of major arcana, we could say that this is probably something to do with past life. And in the past life, they allowed their ego or vanity to hurt others. So, it doesn't have to do past life. This is just maybe this person is dealing with other people's inflated ego, their vanity and ego hurting them. Or it could be an ego death for this person, okay? I'm going to go ahead and box that because, we don't want to forget that there's karmic debt here on the board. I do not feel like these betrayals have to do with you. Or they have betrayed you in the past and they're thinking about this now. So When I say it doesn't have to do with you, I mean, like, you were not the person that betrayed this person, okay? If anything, this person may have betrayed you due to vanity and ego. So physically, they're moving away from a situation, possibly, towards you, okay? Spiritually, they're moving away from a way of thinking, okay? Betrayals, they're healing, basically, okay? Their own ego, maybe, other people's ego. I'm going to go ahead and throw, when I was talking about that design earlier, we have a 10 over here. So we have a 10 in the west that comes up to the north, basically on the wheel though, and then out again on the east, outside. Okay, those are our 10s. Because I also see 3s. You got 3 here, you jump over this 10, you got 3, 3 again. So let's go ahead and put that down. So we got 3 straight through to the point, 3 again. I'm going to leave that up there. We're going to talk about it here in a little bit. When we come up to the north, okay, and we're asking the question, you know, what do they think of doing next in this situation? I do see that what they want to do and what they're thinking about doing is the 3 of Pentacles, okay? This person wants to build. They want to build with you. But the problem is all these 10s. Okay, it's not only, so there's an ending of a way of thinking here too, as with this person, okay? I'm going to go ahead and put the 10 and then the 3 from the card. I'm going to go ahead and do this one too. So you had a 10 and then you had an 8. And if we add and then reduce, so we get an 18, but a 1 plus an 8 is going to give you a 9. Okay? This is learning to say no. This is that energy of learning to say no. This is also God's energy, divine wisdom coming through, okay? Being the humanitarian. Okay, maybe they're deciding not to be a martyr in a situation. Maybe they've realized that, you know, staying in situations and being the nice person, being the martyr is actually self-violence. Okay? Allowing somebody to continue to treat you in a way that makes you feel less in any way, physically, emotionally, mentally. Okay, so back up here to the mentally. They're dealing with an ending of mental, like we were talking over here. And this is just reaffirming that they are dealing with an ending of the way of thinking, perhaps programming from childhood. You know, we don't always come in here with the greatest appearance. Parents are people too, and some parents are really crappy, and they lay shit down on you that, you know, you don't even see that shit, because when you're born into crazy, you don't know that until you get around normal, you know, normal people, normal healed people, and you get over the fact that maybe, you know, like, these people aren't normal. When you realize that it's not them that's not normal, it's you that's not normal, because that's what you were raised in. You know what I mean? It's not your fault. You know, that's something that you're breaking free of. That's something that you realize. It could be something to do, like, thinking, ways of thinking. I just keep hearing that. Okay? They're coming out of that. Oh, okay, so we have a 13. It's going to reduce down to a 4. Stability, focusing, okay? This is the same energy as being steady and calm. Self-sustaining. Structure, building a self-sustaining, calm sort of structure that is resilient by breaking down these maybe old ways of thinking. We'll go ahead and add these up real quick, this 10. An 8 on the board, nice. So 8, like we were talking about earlier, that's that universal law, cause and effect. But it also talks about wealth, power, okay? This is personal power, authority, okay? This person might be coming into their personal power and authority by letting go of past traumas, you know, past situations. With all these 3s, you know, we're talking about the 3 on the card, then jumps to the 3, 3 again, okay? That's 3 3s, right? Which is 9. This is God's number, okay? So they could be going into themselves a lot more spiritually, you know, talking to themselves or talking to whoever they pray to, whatever that light and love is that they that they speak to. I feel like I just keep feeling, it's like, okay, we're going to talk about how they feel about you here in a second. Let's just do that now, because it's like you are the catalyst for some of this change, whether you know it or not. If you look at this card with the Queen of Cups coming about how they see and how they feel about you, you see from her hands there's like this power, this light that's coming up, and if it would touch the wheel, it would touch here to 3 to the 8, coming all the way up to the 10. Basically, like stirring this. Do you know what I mean? With these 10s. Boom, boom, 10. Straight up to the boom, 10. It's all these change. 10s is about endings, and it's about beginnings. It also holds the Magician and the Fool energy. I mean, this person is obviously going through hurt. Okay, so it's like, it's confusing because it's A or B or both. So put your situation where it goes. So, A, this person is moving away from a situation that has caused them a lot of negative things. Like they, mental, they're dealing with a narcissist. Think about it like that. Abuse over here. Okay, and they're trying to heal. But they see you as this Queen of Cups, okay? This beautiful, the Queen of Cups in this particular deck is very fascinating because obviously the Queen of Cups is all about emotions, okay? So this could be, you could be dealing with, they see you like this, and you're a fire sign, which is all this red. And that's why this is interesting, because although this person is surrounded by their emotions, they are command of their emotions. They have inside of them so much power and passion, okay? Red is all about passion, energy, and material manifestation. This person, they may see you as a person that is really good at getting things in the 3D, and you do it fascinatingly enough through your emotions. So you could be somebody that's in a caring field, a career, Leo. You could just have that energy that you could just draw things into you. People want to call it luck, They see you as very in touch with yourself. It's like, whether or not you're spiritual because you're here, Leo, but whatever you believe in spiritually, they respect that about you. They like that about you. Yeah, because that could be the catalyst for them. You could be initiating a spiritual change in this person, an awakening, so to speak. Okay, it could be that spiritual, it could be emotional, could be all the above, a physical, mental. So we have 2 crowns out here, the one that you're wearing, the one that you always wear, my Leos, right? And then the one that they see you wearing. Obviously you're wearing a crown, but this person recognizes the divinity in you, the grace, the regalness that you carry in you, Leo. They appreciate this too. It's like this confusing ice and fire. Like, how can they're like ask themselves sometimes, maybe, how can this person be the sun and the moon, affair with the moon? And look, if you see the colors on this card, well, if you look at the cards that are on the spread, you got gray over here, uncertainty. You got black, right? Which black can do protection. Black can also do with oppression. And then you have more gray, coming into more light, though. This energy, if we were going to say it's a progression of moving towards, which these people are moving towards this way. This person is moving towards the light. Like, this energy is lightening up, okay, as they come into this change. But you have this blue. You are like the only light in this spread, Leo. Okay, except for the light that they carry themselves, as we all do, because they got white, purity, here. But the blue, the affair with the moon. This particular song by Lydia Solomon, it's not well known, but I want you guys to go check it out. It is a lullaby. It is beautiful, and it is basically the sun coming to a girl and saying, or just to a person, I don't know if she's, but basically saying, hey, I know that you're having an affair with the moon. Okay, so on some levels, you guys could be dealing with somebody that is literally, you could be having an affair with this person. I don't know your business. It's none of my business. Or, they want to come towards you, but they know that you won't deal with any third-party situation. They know that, But they do see you as a light, unlike the sun, which is like burning, and yes, it is warming, and we need the sun, don't get me wrong. We need both the sun and the moon, you know, but the moonlight is a little bit more, it's softer. You know, it still lights, but it doesn't penetrate as deep, or it's very masculine, the sun, and this is like very feminine, the moon energy. Okay, they see that you have a lot of, regardless of sex, they see that your energy is very soothing to their soul. Okay, you could think about it like when you go into work, you work during the day. Well, most of us, you know what I mean, or most of you guys, 'cause I'm a night. Anyways, so traditionally you go work in the sun and you come home and you sleep when the moon is out. Okay, you come home for comfort, you come home, you eat, you know, you're with your family, you know, you're making love to that loved, you know, your lover, you're doing the things that you want to do, you're in your feminine energy, you're nurturing yourself, you're nurturing your family. Okay, they see you as very, your energy is very nurturing. I see all these O's too, like you see the double O in the moon, you got 3 O's in Solomon, and then you have the 0 that's part of the 10 up here on top. Okay, this is full energy. They could see you as very brave in your, it's, the fool is all about jumping off, and, you know, like, typically the fool is jumping off a cliff, and they're like, yeah, it is what it is. And it's like almost like maybe your emotions lead you to, your intuition is good at leading you off that cliff into the next big thing. Or they just see you as a very, I just see you mystical. You're very mystical. You mystical bitch. They like that about you. Let's see. So 3, I don't assign numbers to people cards. So 3 again, 333. Just coming straight through. Okay, back to this sign. Let's talk about this now. So earlier, whenever I was looking at this, I wrote it down, and we're going to talk about some lyrics too, so we're not finished. But I wrote it down, and it kept, I know I'd seen this symbol before, or something like this, and I kept hearing Nordic, so I looked it up. And there isn't a symbol that looks like this, but there is a symbol that looks like this. Okay? And that symbol is the symbol they have for Z or Z, depending, you know, I'm American, so we say it Z up in here. And it is also the symbol that represents the elk and the reed. Okay? So ours is inverted, right? And it almost like, okay, if we think about it as an elk and how prideful, to me, the elk comes off very prideful, how they stand. Do you know what I mean? Their horns, they're very tall, they're very intimidating. This person with the 16 on the board, again, with that inflated ego coming up, they could be coming off that. It's almost like a bowing, but it's like a humbling. They are humbling themselves to a higher power, okay? I don't know, for some of you, they might be humbling themselves directly to you, coming and bowing to you and in your love. But I think for the majority of you, they're just bowing to a higher power, humbling themselves, coming off their ego. Okay. Also, the reed. The reed has to do with, I think, how they see you. Okay. Either you or them could be musical because there's reeds needed for musical instruments, but also a reed is very bendable. Okay, it's very flexible. It can take a lot. This person is expecting storms, whether, I mean, maybe they think that coming towards you is going to cause a storm, but they're willing to do that. You know, they're willing to come towards you. They're willing to go through the storm. They've already climbed this mountain of uncertainty, and they want to get rid of all this because this is where the light is. This is where you are. Okay, affair with the moon. So like I said, it could be dealing with a literal affair, or they're coming to their spirituality. You guys can listen to it. Here are some lyrics that I picked from that particular one. It says, moon has the stars you see, and even on the coldest nights I look up, I feel warm inside. That's what the stars, they do to me, reminds me that life is mine to seize. Something about that energy. Life is mine to seize. You remind this person. You bring light into this person and remind them, regardless of whether you want them in your life or not. This is what effect you have had on them, period. Okay? to this point, to this date. And that's beautiful. Okay, let's talk about location. I haven't talked about that one really a lot. Yeah, it's great. So the couple of lines that I pulled for the location song was, I don't want to fall in love off of sub-suite. So let's get personal. And it's all about communication. He's like, it's time to communicate. Another line was, I'm only acting like this because I like you. So if they're acting out of character right now, I feel like it is because of your energy. Your energy just puts them way off balance. I mean, like, it's off balance in a good way. Like, when I started this reading, I said, like, that this is a lot of gray. It feels a lot of bad, but it's a good transition. Okay? And the songs, even the way he sings location, and obviously hurt, and then affair with the moon, these are very soft, almost melancholy. I can't get melancholy out my mouth. So this person is just feeling kind of sad, but it's leading to all this light, which is going to be great. Let's talk about some lines off of her. It says, what have I become, my sweetest friend? Everyone I know goes away in the end. I wear this crown of shit upon my liar's chair, full of broken thoughts I cannot repair. Beneath the strains of time, the feelings disappear. You are someone else, and I am still right here. So, I mean, they could also feel like you're leaving them behind, or you had, look, Leo, you know your situation. You had to do what you had to do. Or this person that they're leaving behind, like they feel like they've grown. This person is just a pile of dirt. There's nothing that can be grown there. You know what I mean? They want to come towards you. So let's pull some advice right quick. Okay, we're going to pull 2 pieces of advice. And we're also, we're going to pull feminine and we're going to pull some negative. So basically, some masculine. We're going to go ahead and pull from the feminine side. These are all the feminine energies that have passed over. Whether you knew them or not, they got your back and they love you. So let's get some advice in this situation, what they would tell you. Get like straight off the top. It says playfulness. Whoa. Hold on, we got naked babies on board. Hold on. Just know that there's a bunch of cherub babies right here. Okay. And playfulness. There might be a need for playfulness in this situation if this person does come forth, near you. It's up to you, of course, but if you're feeling like it, lighten the mood. Just get some laughter. Laughter is some of the best medicine. I really do believe that, and I'm always laughing and always smiling. Well, not always. I'm human, not crazy. Go ahead, let's pull from masculine. What papa's, grandpa's masculine energies, whether you knew them or not, would tell you. This is manifestation. They want you to keep doing what you're doing here. They are blessing you. You see how that's pouring down from above? That little spark right here, and then all the, Keep going, Leos. I don't want to cover up that symbol, but yeah. Okay, babies, there's going to be no extension this month because, like I said, it was crazy with all the construction work that's been happening outside my house. But the neighborhood is looking good, and that is always a good thing. So I'm going to leave it here, and I'll see you guys next month. I love you. Bye.